Imagine a future where we have solved many of the problems plaguing humanity today. Food and energy are issues of the past, and human beings have established orbital and lunar colonies. We here at IDGI have invented a satellite capable of transporting you to this not-so-distant future, and the rest is up to you.
Early this morning at the port of Fluidstown, 21 workers were found dead in a cargo container ship. The ship had initiated auto-docking procedures, and emergency personnel on site reported finding no survivors aboard.
Lights.
21
Much better.
dead.
Not so
Nothing
sorry to
further,
wake you,
including
Bishop.
cause of death and
We
origin
thought
of
you
the
should know
vessel
about our
had been
little
released by
escort.
authorities. And that's the latest from here in London. I'm Malcolm
We
Thomas.
just met 2 hours ago. This isn't very funny, new guy. But you know, let's see where this goes. My name is Alana Boyle, codename Rook25. I am your weapons and combat specialist. Do you know what your name is? I'm not going to answer that. What the hell is wrong with you? So let's get you suited up and ready to kick some homeless arse. Here are your basic Consortium tools. You got your PCU, BUS and assault helmet, all specifically tailored to fit you nice and snug. Hey, no problem. You know what? You're actually a little lopsided. Maybe you should go and see Rook 13 in the med bay. I'll tell him you may be coming. It's your choice, whether or not to go, of course, but I think it's better to be safe, right? We don't want a banged up bishop on our hands. Now, Pawn 7 and I have some CCU maintenance to take care of in the lower crawl. Feel free to wander the ship and meet your new crew, or maybe hit up the virtual trainer and complete your bishop training scenario. The VT is at the end of the hall, next to the elevator. Oh, and don't forget to message CMC from the K. You can find her in mission operations at the end of the hall to your right.
Six, welcome to Mission Operations. First things first, here is your Consortium Mind Communicator. Please, just call it a CMC. Hearing Consortium Mind Communicator over and over just gives me a headache. Consortium officers only need to think what we'd like to say to each other, and the CMC will do the rest.
Is there anything else I can do to help? You'll let me know?
Of course I will.
Thank you, sir.
Let him sweat it out. Maybe he'll lose interest and go away.
Angelov has done this plenty of times before. Once we clear Bulgarian airspace, he'll scamper off to whatever cave he crawled out of. Isn't that obvious? We've been dealing with him and his homeless mercs since his president father sided with us a couple years back.
I like your enthusiasm. I really do. The last thing we want, however, is for this to turn violent. I'm becoming rather tired of forcibly having to hurt Angelov's men. Only a month ago, we came across Kirill and his men, exactly as now. Your predecessor got into a fairly violent spitting match. Against my orders, 8 took control of manual weapons and shot down 2 of Angelov's men. A week later, he retired.
And this is the first time we've seen Angelov since. That man is crazier than a shithouse rat.
He was definitely a little rough around the edges, but he always got the job done. Revenge? It would take another 200 of those F-35s to even scratch us. They're a level 2 threat, which means the king is well aware of what Angelov is capable of. Okay, 6, before you move on to something else, I wanted you to officially meet Rook 9, Captain of Zenlil.
G'day, B. Glad to have you here with us. And the name is actually Wade. Just stick to Wade, lay off the Rook 9 nonsense.
Being a hologram in the seats, it doesn't really count as going to the theater, does it?
At least it gives her some
Once the boss deals with our friend Angelov here, come and see me in the cockpit. I got some extra rare scotch I've been itching to share with someone. They gone. I really miss having someone to drink with.
Wade! Just stop right there, please. He's only kidding, 6. Or at least he better be.
So hey, all kidding aside, give me just a few minutes to finish up this diagnostic, and then I'd like to get a look at you in person.
For now, I want you to walk around a little and meet your new crew. Most of them are eager to meet you.
That is the holographic situation room. It's where you can watch dirty holovids when you're bored and feeling lonely.
Whoa, I am listening to this, you know.
Oh, hey, boss. I was just telling the bishop about the dirty holovids.
All jokes aside, the holo situation room is actually for mission briefings and debriefings, usually led by the king or the queen.
I was getting to that part, I swear I was.
You know it as well as I do, Patricia.
Do you really want to get into this now? She could come back from the crawl at any second.
Do I look like I care? Let her hear me. I do not deserve this kind of treatment, and it's time she understands this.
What kind of treatment? You've only been here a month and you're already complaining.
She does not need to treat us as friends to be stomped on.
Can we just get back to work, please?
Fine. But I will not let her push me around anymore.
Yes, whatever you say. Good afternoon, Bishop. I'm sorry you had to hear all that. That's nice to hear. Aid would have probably slapped him for talking like that. So, Bishop 6? What made you choose the Consortium anyway, if you don't mind my asking? Well, the world is actually doing a pretty good job of saving itself. The end of a massive world war tends to do that. But everything comes back around eventually. And we'll be here when it does. Right, Bishop. Of course you are. Other than babysit pawns 4 and 7, On a regular day, my job consists of mostly mission pod maintenance and repairs. We're currently running on a skeleton crew, however, and so I tend to handle quite a bit more. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a pickup line. Oh, what do I do for fun around here? Eat up the virtual trainer, I suppose. We're only allowed to run Bishop training scenarios, and I guess I've kind of found a hobby in it. I can splatter those automatons like nobody's business. Well, I'd kindly tell you, as I've done the last dozen officers to try, that I don't date within the Consortium. Of course, there's also the small detail of me being married. I'm sorry, Bishop, but I've got some work in upper avionics to take care of. Wade mentioned something about environmental monitors acting funny, and he wants me to check it out.
Oh, hey. I know you probably want to get to know me and all that crap, but Rook 25 has just stuck me with many of Pawn 7's duties. I am a little busy. Oh, you do you? The Bishop wants to talk. Okay, Bishop. I can give you a second. What would you like to talk about? She's a bitch. I didn't make this clear enough before. Any more questions? No, Your Highness. I will not be showing her my respect. This is not the military. I am not a soldier. I do not have to take her abuse. Like having a job? Are you serious? I wouldn't even be here if it was not for my pushy mother. She's friends with David Shelter, and she just had to put me on his radar. Oh, don't give me that. You don't know anything about me. Now, if you don't mind, I have work to do. Bishop?
You'll see most of us doing it. It's thanks to the MUVI implant, and is how we interface with our own HUD and can remotely interact with numerous systems. You don't have the same sort of access with yours, but you do use your hands, likely without even knowing it, when you open and close your inventory.
Hey, buon pomeriggio, Bishop. Welcome to Global Ops. As the title suggests, we monitor global operations. Everything that happens inside our grid comes through this room.
It's our job to sort through it all and ensure that treaties and alliances are held up. The King does most of the work, but we like to think we help. Each of the 5 Consortium C-3800 vessels have their own list of supporting entities to monitor, and in most cases, police.
All right, B.
So all
I'm
that
unlock my
landmass or
sanctum.
orbital territory
Cockpit.
is what we call
Come
our
by and
grid.
say hi.
That's news to you, is it? Okay. Then yeah, we can enter space.
And we also monitor several of the more multinational space stations, Zeus being the biggest. We've even been to the moon colony a few times.
Oh, here we go.
Damn, this is pretty... I want to say serious, but I'm going to go with odd. I'm sorry, Bishop, but the king has made this a priority. We need to concentrate.
Oh, well, hey, the new bishop. I got a few minutes to talk if you want. How was your sleep? Those bunks up there can be pretty comfortable. They're 60% made of hemp. Canadian hemp, the best in the world. Excellent. I always wonder when I'm put with a new bishop or rook or knight. I always wonder what they're gonna be like. And you seem cool, so that's good. No problem, no problem. Glad to help. I actually haven't helped you, have I? Well, glad to meet you at least.
Oh, hey, Bishop. I didn't hear you come in. I have to get back to work.
Wait a second, Mackay, not so fast. Are you coming to the party or not? We're having it before you leave for home, the second we're done in BC. No excuses will be accepted.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you.
Bishop 6, welcome to the medical bay.
This place is disastrous. I do apologize.
Oh, come on, Kieran. Greet our new bishop.
Bishop? It's nice to see you again. Yes. It is a 32-inch Toshiba from 1995. One of the many televisions I've managed to acquire over the years. The best in my collection is a 3-inch General Electric Octagon from 1928.
Notice he is actually proud of that fact?
Your what? Yes, I do. Anything that came before 3D, I will watch. But you did not mean that. You said movies from your time.
You did say that.
I wonder. Slip of the tongue? Or slip of the truth? Now, Bishop, Alana was telling me you were acting strange earlier. Said you seemed a little mixed up. If you'll just step over here and lay down, I'll run a full body scan. Just to be sure.
Don't be afraid, Bishop. It's perfectly
This will just take a few seconds.
Don't be such a wuss. How is that even possible?
I'm not entirely sure. Bishop, you have more simultaneous synapses firing than what should be possible. It's as if there are two of you, housed within the same brain.
Two of him? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Is this some kind of anomaly?
Yes, unless the Bishop has an explanation for us.
If he has never seen it before, then it is undoubtedly very rare.
Whatever this is, I'd certainly like to run some more scans from our base in BC. Maybe after your induction ceremony. Now, we've got a lot more cleaning to do around here.
Oh, you mean you do? I will return to my command VR, if there's nothing else you need, Bishop. Good day, Bishop. It was really nice meeting you.
Okay, Mum. Look, we need to say goodbye now. No. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. It's not nice. No, Mum, you need to rest. Yes, rest is good. We'll talk later tonight, or when you're feeling better. Yeah. Goodbye, Mum. Sorry about that, V. Welcome to the nerve center of everything Zenliel. You see all those buttons and switches all over the place? I actually know what they do, every one of them. How's that for impressive? Oh, Christ, I wish I was being serious. It's not like this plane doesn't fly itself anyway. A drunk captain wouldn't make much of a difference. Try not to fall asleep, I guess. I started a game with myself a few weeks ago. For every hour I stay awake, I've given myself a cookie. 8 pounds later, and I'm still doing pretty good. During your missions, I'll be the one guiding your hand, telling you where to go and what to avoid. I can pretty much tap into any security system out there, giving me a bird's-eye view on all your surroundings. Good point. A little dark and creepy, but a bloody good point. Thanks a lot, B. Now, we better make sure that doesn't happen, right? It sure was. Second greatest love of my life. She's had Alzheimer's for a few years now. I'll try and call her when I can. Visit whenever I'm back in Perth. You've got it. I haven't had a flesh and blood partner since first taking this captain's chair. But I say, who needs them? Am I right? Besides, I've always got my mum. You'll be eating those words after enough years working for this outfit. Work is now officially your life. You may as well pick something to be your new girlfriend. Maybe your PCU? You could call her Linda. Ah, good. That's my mum's name, and she likes the young ones. If you say so. So, B, is there anything else you need? I've got something here I need to concentrate on. I appreciate the offer, but no, don't sweat it. The King and I have got everything under control. We'll find the bastard. And hey, welcome to the Consortium. Oh, now that's odd. Something just tripped security sensors on Bishop 8's old bus locker. The keypad was accessed. It's a long story, but essentially the company we use for recycling most of our equipment hasn't been available to pick it up for weeks. So in Bishop 8's old cabin the bus sits. They claim work order issues and double bookings, but I think the whole company is going down. Yeah. Hey, why not? Saves me the trip. I wouldn't be surprised to find it's just another glitch. Zenliel's been acting mighty strange today. Although the bus locker itself is separate from the ship's primary systems right now. It's bloody well disconnected. Well, if you're up for it, I'd appreciate the help. The cabin's right across from yours, you can't miss it. Go take a look, and I'll keep an eye out through your CMC. We can see through you as long as your CMC is jacked into your head. Didn't anyone tell you anything? Us rooks, and the boss, yeah, everywhere you go. Except when you go to the bathroom, of course. There's an automated privacy setting.
Wait! Lock down that cabin immediately!
Way ahead of you, boss.
Is that Pawn 7? But I was just with him 2 minutes ago. What happened?
Rook 13, will you please quietly get up there? And don't tell Pawn 24 anything. We need to contain this before the whole ship finds out.
Yes, sir. On my way.
And I'm sorry, Six, but I need you there. At least until Rook 13 can take a look. Good. Just until Rook 13 can determine it was an accident. I'm not about to believe someone committed murder on my ship.
Okay, Wade. Let me in. My God. I just let him go on his lunch break. He was complaining about having skipped breakfast. I was only trying to be nice for once.
Alana, you have nothing to blame yourself for. If there is someone to blame for this, then I trust he or she will come forward on their own.
Wade, I am here.
I just can't believe he's dead. I've been such a bitch to him lately.
You are more often than not a bitch to everyone, not only Pawn 7.
I can blame myself if I want to, thank you very much. If I had only kept acting a hard ass, he would still be with me in the crawl right now.
It looks as though someone threw his head against the locker panel, with enough force to nearly cave in his skull. This was absolutely no accident.
Thank you, Kieran. You are not going to like this, but I want you all to exit the room immediately. Nobody gets in or out, not until we reach Ireland.
Are you kidding me? At least let us move him to the med containment unit. Here, Kieran, help me put him on the bed.
Is that some kind of joke?
It doesn't matter. Let them move him. We've got all the evidence we need for our people in Ireland to figure out exactly who else was there.
Alana will also likely stab you in the eye if you try to stop her. My sister can be sometimes over-emotional. My book.
What was that, Kieran? Your book? Mind explaining what your book was doing under the dead body of one of my pawns?
I cannot explain that to you because I do not know. I noticed it was missing from the medbay this morning. I simply assumed someone had borrowed it. I was apparently correct. It is plausible.
But also highly unlikely. Remember where you two are. This is not some corrupt military. Now, Alana, I hear your concern, but we can't risk someone seeing you move his body to the medbay. I'm sorry, but forget about the containment unit for now. All of you, listen to me very carefully. This stays between us. I swear that we'll get to the truth when we land in Ireland and we can question everyone individually.
I really don't think waiting is a good idea. Someone on board this plane just killed one of my people and I want to know who. If only so I can personally string him up and throw him in the brig. Thank you, Bishop.
This is not a democracy, no matter what you two may think. Now, if you don't mind, get your asses out of that room.
Yes, sir.
This is so bloody insane. A murder on a C-3800. It can't be real.
I'm going back in the crawl.